5, 4, 3, 2. Why? Why did you go all the way down to 2, David? Why? 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 Anyways. Howdy neighbors, David here. That's right, my voice is back and in full command. La 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 la. But having said that, I've gotten a little excited because today I want to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home, Venom, and Morbius. But before we get started, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe so I can keep pumping out more videos, more awesomeness, more theories, more everything that I can for you guys to love and or hate, mostly hate, on Facebook and Instagram. So, also, go to Instagram. Check out my Instagram. It's Boondock Stallyns, just like the channel. Follow me. Check me out. I'm going to be hosting a horror movie trivia contest this October. Every week, I will be asking a trivia question. All you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment the answer here in the comment section when I do that. And you will win some cash prizes. Cash prizes will be paid out by me, David, your one and only, not YouTube. YouTube has absolutely nothing to do with the contest. I'll post the rules when I start the questions in October. But there you go. So, Spider-Man No Way Home. We finally got the trailer a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not going to lie, it was a little bit amazing. What I want to talk about is, are we getting Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Hardy in any way, shape, or form in a crossover with Spider-Man No Way Home? And the answer is yes and no. Yeah, I know. It's a very disappointing answer, don't you think? But I think it's because they've been doing their best to keep all of us on our toes, guessing as to what's going to happen. But if you're familiar with the trailer for Morbius, I'll leave a card there for you to go check out after you watch the video. But in it, you see on the wall, graffitied behind Jared Leto, is Spider-Man with the words murderer across him. But it's not Tom Holland or Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. It is Tobey Maguire's. And then it's a little questionable. Plus, you also see Michael Keaton in the trailer playing the same character that he played in Spider-Man Homecoming. So the big mystery around it all is, I think we are seeing multiple versions of the multiverse, right? So what if Morbius is actually set in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man universe? The Spider-Man on the wall isn't Tom Holland. It is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. That is confirmed for the trailer. And I know that Marvel could change the image in the movie once the movie comes out, and it was just a throwaway to distract us. But what if, since they're playing with the multiverse, Morbius is happening in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man universe, and Venom is happening in Andrew Garfield's universe? There are a lot of people that have already seen Venom, and test audiences are raving about the Easter egg at the end, saying it's jaw-dropping, it's mind-blowing, it's going to make you scream kind of awesome goodness. And I hope that's true because I've already bought my tickets to go see the movie next week. So, having said that, what big reveal could they give? I mean, obviously the big reveal is, Tom Holland shows up. That's the obvious one. But what if Andrew Garfield shows up? Because, I mean, technically we've already gotten Venom in the Tobey Maguire universe. And I know that a lot of people don't like Topher Grace's, but I love visual storytelling. And visually, Topher Grace was a perfect match to go up against Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. He was literally what would have happened if Peter Parker had gone down a darker path. It was a parallel story, and I like that, and I've gotten off topic. But we've already gotten Venom in one movie, and we don't have Venom in the MCU currently, and I know that everybody thinks that we're going to get him, but what if this is Sony finding a way to break free from the Disney-Sony deal? This way, everybody keeps thinking that Tom Holland is leaving the MCU, but what if Tom Holland No Way Home means he's not going to the rest of the Sony Spiderverse? He's going to be part of the MCU as their Spider-Man for maybe 1 or 2 more movies, and they're going to go and use Andrew Garfield in Venom 3 to be kind of a mixed movie. It'd kind of serve as the Amazing Spider-Man 3 that we never got, that we should have, and Venom 3, which would give us a Spider-Man in the Venom universe. That way the Venom gets the spider across his chest, and bingo, bango, bongo, Fanny's your aunt and Bob's your uncle. That's what we do with the movie. So, having said that, we also see that on the internet, what's his name? Tom Hardy has been sporting a No Way Home hat on his head, letting us know that he is at least in some way connected to that movie. And if they're using this and the Andrew Garfield connection to make it into that movie, they do one big swirl into the multiverse of madness, and like with the DC television shows, create a prime timeline, or a more new prime timeline. Newer, David. Anyways, come up with a newer timeline that would be a combination of different elements. This way they could bring in the X-Men and bring in the Fantastic Four and have their own Spider-Man and carry on with more Avengers/Dark Avengers movies in the future. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments. I'm really excited. The day tickets went on sale for Venom. I bought them, and I'll be doing the same for Spider-Man No Way Home. Do you guys want to see the scene with all three Spider-Man pointing at each other? And if you, like, I mean, it's obvious we all want that scene, but do you feel like if they bring all three Spider-Men into one movie and they don't do that scene, that we're all just going to be super disappointed? Like, the movie could lose money if we don't get that scene in the thing. That's just me riffing on it because I really, really enjoy that. Also, do you think that they might in fact kill off one of the Spider-Men? I guess typically you would go for the older one, but let's talk about this for just a second. The most iconic thing about the original Spider-Man trilogy was the line, "With great power comes great responsibility." And I'm sorry to say, but Martin Sheen's whole little responsibility, that was garbage. Garbage in The Amazing Spider-Man. It couldn't even hold a candle to Uncle Ben from Tobey Maguire's movies. And then you get to the new Spider-Man, and there's no Uncle Ben to give that speech. And Peter makes this lame, when bad things happen and you see it and you don't do anything to stop it, it's your fault speech. It's like, dude, seriously, just say with great power comes great responsibility. Jesus Christ. But they don't. They just go past it every single time. It's super annoying. But this could be a way to fix that. This way, let's say they kill off Tobey Maguire. Like, I mean, the whole point of this Spider-Man movie is that he needs to get rid of the burden of being Spider-Man, right? So it looks like there will be multiple Spider-Mans because his wish has been convoluted so many ways by him second-guessing himself in the spell. So the idea is that he needs to find balance between Peter and Spider-Man, and he doesn't really want to find a balance. He just wants to be one, not the other. And so if that's the case, it's because of the weight of the responsibility of being Spider-Man is why he doesn't want to be Spider-Man. That's very evident in Far From Home that we saw back in 2019. He was just too much, and he ended up giving those glasses to Mysterio and ruining his whole little story arc and his whole little plan. But this Spider-Verse movie could be a way to get him back into the spirit of things, and watching one Spider-Man die and tell him, remember, with great power comes great responsibility, would kind of reinvest him into the whole Spider-Man gig. Anyways, that's just my thought on it. I don't know. Also, speaking of the X-Men, what if instead of just an X-Men movie that gives us another origin story, which we've seen done to death with the Fox X-Men franchise, what if instead Disney Plus breaks out an X-Men TV series? Not even have to call it the X-Men. It could just be the Mutants. And on the Mutants, what they do is they use maybe 1 or 2 episodes to follow different characters and their origin stories building up to the X-Men movie. That way they could jump into the MCU and you don't have to be tied down with another movie that is all exposition backstory, which gives us kind of a cool end, and then the big boom happens in the second movie. But that's just my thought. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.